Got to record this with my phone. Got my computer and whole setup in the other room to stream today to show the embarrassment fest that was these guys, the crying criminals. I told you I'd run them all off the internet, and I'm a man of my word. Boy, I bet there wasn't a Florida State fan in there, maybe a handful after half. They knew what was going to happen. There wasn't a phase of that game Georgia Tech wasn't better than you in. We were better offensively. We whooped your hind ends on the line of scrimmage. We're a more physical football team than you. We had a better defense than you today. All I heard was, how great your defense is. Yeah, okay. Ran for 190 yards against you. You know how many rush yards that Florida State had? Keep in mind, Georgia Tech, 132nd ranked rush defense last year. They didn't even break 100. 98 yards. I had some Florida State fan, you forgot to mention this transfer from Alabama in your preview. But you're going to know his name after the game. Yeah, still don't know it. Got no idea what that guy's name is. Had 98 rushing yards, though. Your leading rusher, maybe that was him, had 38 yards. You got dominated by Georgia Tech in this game. You had to convert 2 third downs. Your kicker had to kick, like a 59-yarder? Here's how you know Florida State's a bad team. The best player on their team is their kicker. That's a fact. Facts are something Florida State fans are terrified of. They exist in the world of excuses, crying, and tears. And now I can't, as hard as I look, I've been looking, I can't find a Florida State fan nowhere. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Mr. Kool-Aid, where you at? Kaka Poo Poo Pee Pee Machado, where you at? You guys know, if you didn't see my call-in show last night, a Florida State fan called in posing as a Tech fan and just crapped his britches right into the microphone. Now, I've talked to a good number of Florida State fans now. I didn't even know anything was off. I didn't know he was giving his game prediction, because that's exactly what Florida State did in this game. Just crap their britches all game long. DJU was either throwing for half-yard to yard completions, or he was throwing it in the 40th row, hitting somebody in the face that wasn't paying attention. I told you what was going to happen, all right? All these things going on, suing your own conference, complaining about this and that. It's going to have an effect on your team, and it looks like it does. Now, this is a sad thing for you, and I don't have any reason to lie about this. People are asking me, hey, do you think Georgia Tech go 9-3 or something this year? I said, I don't know. And this really isn't me trashing Florida State. That's what the rest of this video is for. Florida State might just not be a good football team. That's the fact. Florida State just might not be that good. I got to play some better teams. Boy, Florida State, you're lucky you don't play Georgia State, Kennesaw State, or Georgia Southern next week. 0-2 against teams in the state of Georgia. 0-2. You think that's why Petty came? He's like, God, they can't beat a team from my state. Why the hell would I go to that loser school? So get ready for the complaining to continue once they decide to get off the net. I literally, in real time, watch them deleting their Twitters, deleting their tweets, quitting social media, because they can't take this L like a man. That's the truth. They can't take this L like a man. They want to run their mouths. Well, their mouths have the same problem their eyes and ears do. They're attached to a coward. Don't ever come in here open your mouth about Daddy Rec or Georgia Tech again. You're wearing those colors. I would suggest you just stay off the internet and stop embarrassing yourselves. I know why you want to get out of the conference now. It ain't got nothing to do with money. It's got to do with, man, maybe we can get a conference win now. Maybe we can beat a team in the state of Georgia if we get out of the ACC. What are you now? You've beat Georgia Tech once in like 4 games since 2015, but I'm told you dominate us. I fail to see the domination. Lost to Jeff Collins. We haven't won an opening game since we beat you the last time. Jeff Collins, when he had Jeff Sims in his freshman year. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything like it. So, for all you guys, Encyclopedia, whatever Machado, all these cats that were running their mouths, you can send your apology to rectalk@gmail.com. All you guys that ran your mouth, you can send your apology to rectalk@gmail.com. That don't mean I'm going to accept it. I'll have to read it and see, how fervent that apology is. But go ahead and enjoy your exodus from the internet. Everyone does hate you. Big 12 doesn't want you now. Big 10 and SEC never wanted you. I told you it wasn't going to work out for you. This ain't going to be your only loss either. It ain't. Oh, we're going to win the ACC title. We got the best offensive line in the country. Now you might be coming around to the fact that losing all that production, losing Jordan Travis, suing your own conference, watching Matlock and Law and Order for an entire offseason might not have been the best idea. Might not have been the best idea. It's hilarious to me because when I'm watching, it looked like all Florida State fans in there, so I hope, like 80,000 of you spent $5,000 to come out there and see Brent Key show you what coaching looks like, show you what a tough and physical team looks like, something you wouldn't know anything about, wouldn't know a thing about. So y'all tote this L all the way back to Tallahassee and just know all of college football hates you. Go ahead and type your excuses down there in the chat. And I've already seen one of them, by the way, before we go. This is your Super Bowl. You know who never types this is our Super Bowl in a chat? The winning team. You'll never see a winning team type that in the chat. You could not know what the score is, anything about the two teams. Once you see that, you know who the loser is. And that's what you are. Losers at every level of the game, life, whatever you want to name it. Y'all have a good one.